Hello everybody, and welcome to today's episode of DownStream Outdoors. Today on DownStream Outdoors, we're continuing the wild edibles collection. Today we're hunting for a plant called mallow. I'm joined by my daughter Akasha, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how to identify the mallow plant. You can see we're in town here. We're right along the side of a building. A lot of times these plants can be found alongside buildings, alongside the edges of the yard, and this is what the plant looks like. Go ahead, Akasha.
So,
You gotta talk loud, okay?
how to identify a leaf is it's kind of circle, and at the bottom there's a little, how do I say it, slash at the bottom, if I were to, yeah, so that's a pretty easy identification. But the part we're actually looking for is the pea. This is what the pea looks like. Okay, so
Hold it up nice and close. Right up here so they can see it.
There we go.
Okay?
But what we really want to do is clean the pea, and what we do is we peel off the leaves. Like that.
Yep.
And, well, I dropped the leaf, so there it is. So here's the two pieces of the leaf. Well, pea. There's the leaf, and there's the pea. We don't need the leaves.
Okay, now what we would do with this pea is we would collect a bunch of these peas. I forget the exact quantity. I believe it's about a cup. And you boil these peas, and it'll produce a real snotty looking stuff. It's kind of clear and really snotty. And then what we would do is then we would whip that with whipped egg whites and some powdered sugar. And the treat we'd actually create is the original marshmallow treat. Okay, this is where the original idea for the marshmallows came from. They came from the plant called mallow. It's got a little bit different flavor compared to today's modern day marshmallows, because today's modern day marshmallows actually don't contain any of this plant. This plant was kind of the thickening agent. They use other things for that these days. But it's a really interesting little find to find here in town. And once again, this is late fall here in central Pennsylvania, when most people are starting to think that there ain't too many wild edibles left. This is a wonderful thing that you could use for any holiday occasion, is these little marshmallow treats.
Should we make some?
Yeah, we could collect a bunch of it and make some if you want to.
Okay,
It takes a whole bunch.
I got 4.
It's going to take a lot more than that. Here we are, we're boiling the peas with the water. We're going to create our base for our mallow out of this right here. We'll be back. Okay, you can see our peas are boiling real nice here now. And we're actually getting a pretty thick consistency. You can tell just by the way it's boiling that our water is thickening out. And that's exactly what we're looking for. We want it to thicken up real nice. And it'll get almost like a sliminess to it. You can see it hanging off the fork there. And stringiness. That's what we're looking for. We want that nice stringy slime snotty stuff. Okay, now what we're going to do is we got our mixture here. We got ourselves a nice screen here. We're going to pour this mixture right down through our screen there.
You see how it's not wanting to go through it? That's how slimy it should be.
You see it's really slimy. You see how it's coming out of the bottom of the screen there? And that's exactly what we were hoping for. That's the consistency we want right there. But we don't want to push our peas, because we don't want the greens down in the actual mixture. We just want to get as much of that juice off as possible. We'll let that drain there for a minute. We'll be back. Alright, our next step is we got our slime here in the bowl. We need to crack an egg, because we just need the egg white. Okay? Alright, throw that in the garbage. Alright, we'll just drain off our egg white down in here to our slime. We're basically just adding more slime to slime at this point. All we got left is our yolk. Now we're going to turn on our mixer. Alright, you can see it's whipping up real nice down in there. We're getting a nice foam out of what we're doing here. That's exactly what we're looking to get achieve with our mixture of egg whites and mallow. Right there.
Go.
Now we've been whipping this for a while. We added our powdered sugar to it. Akasha wanted to make it green, so we actually added some green food color to our marshmallows today. As you can see, it's getting really nice and thick, and that's exactly what we're going for right there. The more we whip it, the thicker it's going to get.
So this is what our s'more treat that we made with them.
It's just a s'more treat with our green marshmallow. This is one of the things I love. I love to teach things, as most of you have seen the show. I love teaching about the wild edibles and the fishing and stuff, and there's nobody better to share this information with than my own children. Both my boys are right now behind the camera, and my daughter here is in front of the camera, so I have all my kids here with me today for this video, and that makes this old man really happy. And on that note, I would like to encourage everybody to share the things they love with the people that they love. And until next time, keep your line wet and out of the trees.